you ready for today's procedure? Wonderful. Let's get some light on here. That's a bit better. Alright. Okay. Now let's see. Okay, so I'm going to be starting today's procedure by getting you prepared. And from there, we will continue on, and you will be asleep, but no worries, you're in good hands. So, first of all, I'm going to give you a tablet. This tablet is for anxiety, and it's going to help you feel a little bit less nervous about today's procedure, alright? Okay, perfect. Okay, so I've got a glass of water here for you. Perfect. Good. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, actually, before I go any further, is check your heart rate. Okay. Can I get you to take a deep, deep, deep breath? Good. And again. Good. And one more. Good. And now your heart. Good. Everything sounds fantastic. Okay. So, before we continue any further, I'm going to administer a couple of drops to your eyes so that we can take a good deep look in there and make sure that everything is going on alright there. So the first one I'm going to administer, we've got a drop here, and that one is going to be a numbing agent. So what this is going to do is make it so you won't feel anything else. And when we shine the light in, your eyes won't be sensitive to it, okay? Alright. Now, open wide. There's one. And the other side now. Good. And you can just blink softly a few times. Perfect. Okay. So, as I'm sure you can tell, your eyes might feel a bit of an odd tingling sensation, and that's the numbing medication working. Now I'm going to apply another set of drops, and this is going to be to dilate your eyes. Now this one takes a few moments to work, so before we continue on to that portion of the procedure, we will take a moment to pause and go on to something else. Now don't be alarmed. These drops are actually a little bit milky looking, but I promise you're not going to feel a thing as we've already applied the numbing agent. Alright, so like the last time, we're going to open wide and try not to blink until I've put it in. Perfect. Okay, and blink. Good. And the other side. Okay. And you can blink. feels good? Alright, wonderful. Good, okay. Alright, just make a little note of that in my chart. Now we'll get your IV line ready. So, first, I'm going to wipe the spot that we're going to put the IV line in with an alcohol wipe. So I've got that here. And this will sterilize the area. Alright. May I see your arm, please? Thank you very much. Perfect. Okay. Alright, now we are going to use the elastic band to tighten your arm so that I can see where to apply the line properly, okay? Alright, perfect. Perfect. Okay. And now I've got the portions for your IV. So, first I will insert the line site. We'll straighten it out just to make sure there's no tangles in the line. Perfect. And as you can see, we've got a new technology that the needle is very, very, very tiny. And you shouldn't feel a thing. Okay, so I'm going to insert the line now in. Okay, perfect. 1 second. And now let me take the elastic off. And now I will attach the next portion of the IV line. Just going to attach it to the bag now. now we're ready to move on to the next portion of the procedure. I'm just going to use a little tape to secure the line, and then we'll continue. So now we're ready to move on to the eye examination portion of our procedure today. So I'm going to administer a few drops that contain a medication that has a tiny bit of a reactive ingredient that reacts to the light when we shine it in there. And our light that we use is special, and it has a camera that also picks up the reflective properties of this liquid that we've put into the eyes, and it can measure to see and look for anything that may be of concern or interest for us. So. We will begin with the first eye. We're just going to give it a little shake. Perfect. Okay. And twist off the top. There we go. And again, I need you to try to open wide for just a few moments. Alright. Perfect. Blink. Okay, and again in the same eye. Two. Blink a few times. Quite alright. And one last one in that same eye. Perfect. Okay. And now we're going to do the second eye. Okay. Alright, ready? Okay, here we go. And I need you to open wide. Blink. Very good. And again. Perfect. Blink. Good. And last one on this side. Good. That should do it for now. We have a few extra here. If I'm not seeing the readings that I'm looking for, or I'm not getting them quite strong enough, then I will administer another dose. Okay? Alright. So, as I said before, we have a very special light. This is the light here. And it has a wire connecting it all the way to the backpack here. And this is where the computer rests that reads all of the information that we need. So I'm going to turn this on and take a peek inside, alright? Okay. Ready? And I need you to look straight ahead, alright? So if you can look straight behind me at the wall right good. Good. Okay. Like I mentioned before, if I wasn't quite seeing what I was looking for, I'm going to administer another dose. Now, just because we did not quite see quite the reflective properties I was looking for, I'm going to do one more dosage in each eye to see if we get a better reading, okay? Perfect. Okay. Alright, ready? Open wide. Good. Blink. And again. Blink. Good. And one more time on that side. Good. Perfect. And one more dose on the other side. Okay. So here we go. Last time. And blink. Good. And one more here. Good. Blink. Perfect. And last one. Blink. Good. Perfect. Okay. How's that feel? Good. Alright, so we will go back in with the light here again. Ready? And like before, stare straight ahead. Good. Almost done. You're doing an excellent job. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So, as you are aware, for today's procedure, we will have to administer a line to you. So, before we can do that, I will need to perform an ultrasound to determine where we will be inserting the line. Okay. So, I have some ultrasound jelly here. Now, this is used to lubricate the area in between the Doppler wand and your skin, so that we can get a good reading here. Okay, here we go. Okay, ready? And we will begin. I'm just going to switch the Doppler to make sure that we don't have any obstructions. Very good. So everything is perfect. I know exactly where we will be putting in the line. So I have our line ready here for us. As before, these lines carry a very small needle, so you shouldn't even feel a thing. And alright, are you ready? So there's the needle tip right there. It is tiny. I'm just going to take the sticky pieces off here. Alright, and now we will insert the line, okay? Alright, ready? Here we go. Okay, here we go. Perfect. So, your line is all set, and the last part that we have to do is insert the saline. So we've got that here, and I'm just going to get the flush line. And we're going to run that through. Alright, so are you ready? Perfect. little bit sleepy, a little bit more calm. And now, when I administer the oxygen, you will start to get very drowsy very quickly, and it will be just a matter of seconds before you'll be comfortably drifting into a soft sleep. So I just want you to take a couple of deep breaths, and you can just count down to yourself quietly if you'd like, and by the time you get to 10, you should be drifting off into a calm